Okay, Rayan, so this is going to be lesson 2 and lesson 3. So I will only post it once and I will put you a very late date for it, but I'll post it twice. Okay, so make sure that if this is the second time you watch the video, you start where you stopped. So today we are going to be talking about the characters. So there's quite a lot of work. So as a starter activity, I'd like you to please list as many people as you can remember from the story. So not for doing now, but this is the document that I'd like us to fill in by the end of the lesson. So as you can see, we have here the name of the people. And then we also have various description about people and then the relationships. So remember last lesson, we talked about people relationships. So who's the father, the mother, the cousin, and all that sort of thing. So here, funny pictures, I know, but we've got all of the characters that appear in the story. So you made a list, so I need it to be complete. So we have got Lord and Lady Capulet, which are Juliet's parents. We've got Lord and Lady Montague, who are Romeo's parents. We've got Tibolt, who's Benvolio, who is Romeo's friend and cousin. We've got the nurse, a very important character, because she has been looking after Juliet since she was born. Mercutio is Romeo's friend and is also a relative of Prince of Aeschylus. The Prince of Aeschylus is the Prince Aeschylus, sorry, is the Prince of Verona. So a very important man. Paris. So Paris is a friend of Prince Aeschylus, and Paris is also a young man whom Lord and Lady Capulet would like to marry Juliet. I'm not sure that's going to work like this. Then we got Friar Lawrence, who is a priest. Friar John, which is a friend of Friar Lawrence. We've got Gregory, a servant. Samson, another servant. Balthazar, Romeo's servant. So he's not just a servant, he's the one working for Romeo. We've got Abram, who's just another servant, and then an apothecary, which is a man who sells medicine. So in nowadays language, it would be a pharmacist. So I'm hoping that you have completed your list, Rayan, because you need to know all of these people. Pause the video if you need to make further notes. So first task that I'd like you to do. Here in the first column, we've got people's name, and we have other people's name on the second column, and then we have family relationship. I need you on a piece of paper to make 10 sentences using this grid. So for example, we're going to go for Romeo is Lord Montague's son. I could have done Romeo is Lady Montague's son. Okay. I could have done other things. I need 10 sentences on a piece of paper. You need to take a photo and you need to email or send it back on class chart. So now we're going to work a bit more in details about certain characters. So on the board, you can see Tibolt the nurse, Benvolio, Lord Capulet, I've put him twice, so I'm pretty sure that it should be Lord Montague. Mercutio, Romeo, Juliet, and Friar Lawrence. So you need a piece of paper, Rayan, because I'm going to need you to make notes about each of these characters. So nurse, she's been looking after Juliet since she was a baby. She loves her very much. She's plump and good-natured, but not very clever. She enjoys jokes, especially rude ones, and loves to gossip. She talks a lot, often about Juliet when she was a baby. She wants Juliet to be happy. She can rather be silly sometimes. So please pause the video, look for the words, and make your notes. Benvolio is a good friend of Romeo. He's also his cousin. He is a gentle, peace-loving young man who often tries to mend quarrels and stop people fighting. He is more serious and quieter than Mercutio, but also likes to go out with his friends and have fun. Make notes, pause the video. I don't really like Tibolt, but he's a very important character. So, Tibolt is Juliet's cousin. He's quarrelsome, hot-tempered young man. He's a troublemaker who loves violence and fighting. He's very quick to take offense, and he hates all of the Montagues. Pause the video. Lord Capulet is a very rich man. He adores Juliet, his only daughter, and he wants the best for her. He is stubborn, not very good at listening to other people's opinion. He can be very kind and generous, but he expects obedience from his family. He has a quick temper and tends to shout when he's angry. Pause the video and make notes. Mercutio is a cousin of the Prince of Verona. He is Romeo's best friend. He is young and lively, and he's always talking and joking. He likes to tease people and play jokes on them. He is loyal and honorable. He is brave and he's a good swordsman. I too have issues with some words. Pause the video, make notes. You need to know the word swordsman. Very important word. Romeo is a romantic young man. He's the only son of Lord and Lady Montague. He's the sort of person who rushes into things. He doesn't think before he does. That's what it means. He's quieter and more gentle than his friend Mercutio, but he also enjoys a joke. Romeo is kind-hearted and generous to all his friends and servants. He is brave and is a good swordsman. Please pause and make notes. Juliet is 13. She's the only daughter of Lord and Lady Capulet. She's very pretty and good-natured, but as she's the only young person in a wealthy household, she may be rather spoilt. The word wealthy here, Rayan, means rich. She is very fond of her nurse and confides in her. She is gentle and obedient to her parent. She is quick-witted and has a sense of fun. Pause and make notes. Friar Lawrence. Friar Lawrence is a wise and holy man. He is a priest and people come to him for help. He is especially fond of Romeo and has taught him a lot. He is upset about the feud between the Montagues and the Capulet and wishes there could be peace between the family. Please pause and make notes. Quiz time. So I'm hoping you made loads of notes about all of these characters. Please click on the form and find the answer about all of these characters. So here we have a character chart. So we have the Capulets and then we got the Montague. We have servants, friends, cousins, and then we've got neutral characters. So people who are not in the Capulet, not in the Montague, or not family or working for them. If you remember earlier on, I showed you pictures of all of the characters. So I'm hoping you made great notes. So I need you on a piece of paper to write number 1 to 19. And I'd like you to write down the names of the people that you think belong in this grid. So number 1, for example, I chose Lord Capulet. Okay, if we were in class, you would do the picture as well, Rayan. So we will do the picture task when I next see you. But for now, I need it done on paper, please. Pause the video. So, final task, Rayan, you can download this on ClassChart and you can either do it on the PowerPoint or print. I do not know how you will or want to do this. So, I need you to read here the definition, and then I need you to find which character I'm talking about. Look at the little hearts because they will give you clue. Think who is married to who is father to who, and all that sort of things. This is going to be a very important part of your portfolio about Romeo and Juliet. So I need this done. Once you have done this, Rayan, the lessons are finished for this week. Remember, you can either upload the work or you can email it to me. Hope you have a lovely weekend. Keep safe. Speak to you next week.